Welcome to another unboxing from theplayersaid.com. I'm Grant. Today I'm taking a look at, and not necessarily unboxing, but showing you the components included in the Euro-style race game that has a war game theme, Race to the Rhine 1944. This is a game from Phalanx Games. It was released, I believe, in 2014 and has since had a mini expansion or small expansion called the Red Ball Express. But this game, once again, is a Euro game where you're kind of using point-to-point movement. You're doing some pickup and delivery, some network building, and then you're transferring supplies of different types to and from as you try to race to the end goal, which is Germany. To get over the Rhine River and into Germany to invade. So let's go ahead and nice looking box. Love the red, white, and blue. Also love the deuce and a half there on the front. The truck, really nice looking game box design. I think that's really cool. So go ahead and move that over. Here is the rule book. The rule book isn't very big. I actually was looking through this the other day. The rules are 15 pages. And actually, as you can see, text is not very dense, although this is a larger size paper. Text isn't really that dense. There are a lot of pictures and graphical examples, which I think is very important. The goal of this game is to develop networks or routes and then deliver supplies in the form of food, ammunition, and fuel to the front lines to feed, arm, and keep your forces moving forward. The game is made for, I believe it's 3 players. I'm sure there's a way you can play with 2. I'm somehow missing that at this time. Anyway, there's a look at the rule book. Not really that long, like I said, 14 pages. Should be fairly simple to understand, learn, and then ultimately play. Let's go ahead and move this over. I want to show you the map. Once again, the map is a point-to-point system where you're trying to develop your routes. And here you can see, before I show you the entire map, it's a big map. It's long and tall. Here on the left side, you can see the English Channel. So this is kind of north over here on the right. But you see the English Channel, which is your supply source. And then you have the 3 different colors. You have red, white, and blue. And I believe, and I can't remember which is which, but one is Patton, one is Montgomery, and then one is Bradley. And you're trying to move up with the ultimate goal. If you look at the very top of the map, the ultimate goal is the Rhine River, trying to get across that in order to once again invade Germany and end World War II. So really kind of a cool system. I think as you look around the map, so you're obviously going to start down in the bottom section, down here, and then you're going to move from these points to these certain points where you're going to be able to pick up different supplies. For instance, Dieppe, you're going to be able to pick up some new supplies as you build another up here. White, obviously, you're trying to reach Paris and then move on up, and then blue, which I think is Bradley, or maybe that's Patton. I'm sorry. Don't jump all over me. But blue, you're trying to do the same thing and hit certain points where you can get new resources and connect those areas to ultimately move up the board. Haven't read the rules fully, but this is a very interesting game. I've actually had my eye on this for a while, and a friend gave this to me, and I took it, and hopefully we'll enjoy it. So here I'll go ahead and show you these are the cool part. these are the different pieces that come with the game that represent the supply that you're trying to move. I'll go ahead and show you here. These are the 2.5 or 2.5 ton trucks that you're using to move your supplies up, and you're gonna place those on the map as such, building your networks up to various points and connecting them. You got a whole bunch of those. Then you're going to move the supply. Fuel barrels, which are represented by these black cylinders. I believe these cubes are food, and then this is ammunition. So you're going to move those up so that your units can continue fighting and make it there to the Rhine River, which is the ultimate goal. So you've got quite a few of those. Then here are the 3 different colors. Here you have the white, you have the red, and you have the blue. I'm going to go ahead and open the red so we can get a look at these. There are cards as well as various tokens, and there are also blocks that represent your commands. Here's a look at kind of the player aid that is in the form of a card. It simply tells you what you can do on your turns. I always like cards like that. It helps you understand how to play the game. And these are the British. That's 30 core. So there's Montgomery, Bernard Montgomery, General. So you're gonna have these different cards, and if you look at these cards represent different units and divisions that you're either trying to supply, or these are ones you're trying to fight. So I think what this is saying is you're going to need food in order to defeat that. Once again, don't really know everything about the rules, haven't had a chance to read through it. But these are in French. I wonder if there's different cards that I'm just missing. But anyway, lots of neat cards there. And I think you can see, yeah, here's cards that are in English. Sorry, I don't speak French or German, so these are a little easier to read, and then you can see there's different cards. Yeah, I'll have to really check into that more. But red looks to be Montgomery. Blue is probably Patton. Let's go ahead and check. Yeah, Bradley is white. So yeah, Brad is going to be white, and then Patton is going to be blue. So the game is you're trying to build these routes. You're also trying to devise how you're going to keep your men fighting and moving forward. You know, you may one turn move a lot of fuel up so you can move. Then the next turn you're going to need to move food and ammunition to feed your soldiers and make sure they can fight, equip them so they can fight. So you're going to have to do a lot of those. And then here's the pack of cards that represent the Germans. There are dice included. You can see there's three dice. I think there's 3 dice for the Germans, but none for the Allies. So you're going to have those black dice for the Germans. There's their counters. So this should be an interesting game. I really want to get into the rules and understand better how to play it, because I really don't know at this point. These are unit designations. That's the Airborne, the 82nd Airborne Division. Let's see if there's different. That's kind of cool. Once again, historically themed, but what it is basically a Euro-based racing game where you're trying to make it to the end. So that's a very brief and quick look at Race to the Rhine from Phalanx Games. Looking forward to playing this and maybe doing a review on it in the near future. If you liked what you saw in the video, go ahead and like. And if you want to follow us, subscribe. This has been Grant with the Player's Aid, covering the components contained in Race to the Rhine 1944 from Phalanx Games. Thank you.